I wanted to make a video and show you guys if you got a Rampage, the issues that you're definitely going to have. You can see here I got the DDM Dominator pipe from the HPI Baja. It's turned upside down. It's mounted here and here. A little silicone coupling. A little header. Got that there. Anyway, the issue is the transmission. I've blown a couple of them. And the reason is it's just very poorly designed. I'll show you why. And this is what you have to do to keep the sucker running. Here's this ported head I just finished. Check that out. 23cc. Let's see, I ported the exhaust there, raised it a couple millimeters, ported the intake there, lowered that, the floor as well, advanced the timing. Stock is 180 on the exhaust and 190 on the intake. I raised this one to 208 on the exhaust and 198 on the intake. I'm thinking about advancing the intake a little more. Anyway, I'll be bolting that on here soon. These are my gears, steel. There's a 31 and a 29. I think that may have been the problem as well. It puts too much load on this idler gear here. And the bearing in the back gets blown out. So, let's see. Here we go. This is the idler gear shaft. And the issue is that this small little surface that they've got here rides on the back of the bearing, and because of the load that's placed on this shaft, because it's so long, what happens is the force is applied over here, and eventually all the load is taken over here. Well, you can see if you look close that I installed a washer right there to help dissipate the load. Because initially it's just this little black piece here and that small amount of surface area over this large bearing creates too much of a load on the bearing and blows it out. And that's what happened. So now I installed a washer to dissipate that load over the whole surface of the bearing. So you can see that washer there. The other issue is let me show you. So this is the idler shaft here. These are the idler gears, these two. And what happens is that there's a bearing here and a bearing here, okay? Well, these bearings don't do anything. And the reason is because there's no grub screw in this aluminum block here, which holds these gears. So in essence, this aluminum block spins on this shaft, and there's no bearings inside the block, so it creates tons and tons of friction, and that will also blow out your bearings and create overheating issues. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you've got a washer here, and you've got a washer here, and you gotta make sure you got a little bit of space in there And this has got to have a little bit of play in it. Probably can't see that. Anyway, there's a little bit of play there. And there's got to be play in this one as well. And the only way to do that is this block that this gear mounts to on the inside. It's got to have a little bit of space in it. So I took this little pick or whatever, I stuck it in there, and I mounted the grub screws and made sure there's a little bit of play in there. Anyway, you can't see it. And then what I did was I also mounted these nylon lock washers backwards, upside down, because they tend to back out. And I also put some thread lock on them. And anyway, so after all that work, it's finally nice and smooth again. The other issue is that every time, and this is definitely what I recommend, is you spray this down with some WD-40. You probably want to remove this bolt and this gear and spray down this shaft so that the oil gets in between this aluminum block and the idler shaft, because that's where all the friction is generated and all the heat. And I've already broken one of these before, I guess from overheating, and this is actually the third one now. But I think I'm going to change out these gears, and I'm going to put a 25 there and a 35 here, and then these two back gears are 25s. And that'll give me a whole bunch of torque, but it might end up just protecting this piece here from breaking. There's just too much torque put on this idler shaft. You know, people, they put the 35 over here and then the 25 over there to get all the speed, but you're going to end up blowing this idler shaft. And I'll probably do that as well, I mean, just to try and get some more speed out of it, especially after I put on this ported head that I just finished building, porting. But you can see how I polished it a little bit. Made that port stick upwards. And that's the other thing people don't ever talk about, is the secrets of porting. And it's actually quite easy. The exhaust port needs to go up, like point upwards like that. And the intake points down like this. So you can see how I ported it to do that. And you advance the timing by lowering the floor here by about 2 millimeters. And you raise the inside in there. And this side up here about 2 millimeters. And you can start with 1 millimeter and see where that gets you. That's only about 8 degrees of timing. So every millimeter is about 8 degrees, or half a millimeter is 4 degrees timing. Anyway, definitely some issues to look out for when you're rebuilding your Rampage. It's a tranny. Good luck, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll help you. Thanks. Bye.